I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next. I need my bag, just run me the check. Cable was mine, I ain't taking less. I told them all I'm as real as it gets. Championship, dog, I'm cutting the net. I thought I told them I came for my spot. They told me time is like money, that's why I made it, I swear that I...
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Kendall, and this is Mr. Rod. He lets Wildcat sports just like me.
Kendall, welcome back to the studio. Early morning again.
Yeah, early morning again.
A cold April morning.
Yeah.
We have a great interview coming up with the girls' softball team. We have two captains, seniors, on the softball team, and that's coming up next.
Welcome, everybody. We have Lindsay and Maren from the varsity softball team today.
Two captains, right? Two seniors. And we have a lot of questions for them, don't we, Kendall?
Yeah, we do.
All right, why don't you go first?
Maren, pitchers and catchers reported early. How did it go, and what did you both work on?
Well, so we start the week before the season technically starts, and throughout that week, it's technically everyone can come, and it's meant for arm conditioning. So me and then our other pitcher, Sarah, threw a lot of bullpens with Lindsay, and we really just worked on getting back into the swing of things. I only got cleared for softball a few weeks before that week, so it was really about me reacclimating to the game.
So coming off the injury, it probably helped to get there a little bit earlier, right?
Yeah.
How often do you and Lindsay communicate during the game? I think we asked this question with the boys' baseball team. Every pitch, a few times in innings, or you're constantly giving signals back and forth. How does that work?
Really every pitch.
Several times a pitch sometimes, maybe?
Yep, sometimes. Or like a lot after one pitch if it doesn't go as planned.
I have another question, Kendall, before you bring... as captains, how do you keep the team fired up this year?
Our goal is just to go back to the state championship and hopefully have the opposite result this year. Ideally, we don't want to lose in states again, so we're just going to keep practicing the way we did last year and focus on making it to states.
The softball team was very exciting last year. What an awesome year they had, right up to the championship, too, and everybody was excited. The school was, that was a great time, wasn't it, heading into the championship? So, obviously, we're going to wish you luck this year, and go ahead, Kendall.
Lindsay plus Maren, how does it feel to be out there for full practice with the whole team?
Well, we haven't actually been outside that much this year yet because we've been battling cold temperatures, rain, snow. But the few times that we have been able to get outside, it's felt good with the whole group. We have a couple of freshmen, so it's been good trying to get them reps with the team and just seeing how we fit and work as a team this year. But I think we're going to be really good, and everyone has each other's backs on the fields, and we're just going to be a good team. Yeah,
that's two things. It's in the 20s like last night, and this week it's going to be cold. So it's hard to practice something when it's so cold. But that brings me to the question of, you mentioned a lot of freshmen. Are there a lot of JV players coming up to the varsity level this year from last year?
So we have a couple of incoming freshmen, and then we have some underclassmen who did play JV last year who will be up with the varsity this year. We don't have a set JV roster, but we do have a lot of players who are going to be playing up with the varsity and hopefully getting more experience at that level.
Okay.
Lindsay, how many seniors are back?
4 seniors.
4 seniors back, okay.
Yep.
A lot of juniors this year.
Yeah, we have a lot of juniors.
Okay. Lindsay, who do you think 2 of the toughest teams are this year that you're going to be playing?
I think our toughest team is going to be Freeport because they have a very good pitcher, and we played them last year in regionals. And that was really the toughest game we had before the state game. And probably Poland.
Poland always has a good group.
Wells will be a little harder than usual.
Yeah.
But I'd say Freeport's the biggest, and then we have a couple ties for second.
We don't play Freeport until the very end of our season, too.
Okay. So
more prepared for long.
Yeah, more prepared.
Lindsay, I have a question for you. How did you become a catcher? What made you decide to be a catcher?
Really, in middle school and Little League, no one wanted to do it.
That's usually how it works.
Michaela was pitching in Little League, and she was like, oh, just go down there and catch, and that's just where I've stayed.
I will say, I didn't make it past Little League, but I was a catcher, and I always was fascinated with the equipment and the helmet and all the stuff, and I like being in the action, so you can kind of see the whole field, you know everything that's going on. So, Kendall, go ahead.
Lindsay plus Maren, how do you get the younger players ready for the season?
I think a big part of our team is just supporting everyone, and if the younger players feel like they're supported by the older people, like girls on the team, then they're more likely to be open and ready to go and feel comfortable at practice. So just by building everyone up, it makes it so everyone just wants to get better and be a part of the team.
Yep.
Maren, are you on any kind of a pitch count during the game? Something I've always wondered in high school sports.
So softball doesn't have a pitch count like baseball, and It's definitely different for high school because teams are generally lucky if they have like one pitcher.
Right.
So some pitchers throw every game. As I'm coming back off an injury, I definitely will be limiting how many pitches I'm throwing for the beginning of this season. But there's no like set rule about how much I can throw. It's really just up for what my body's feeling. We have Sarah, a sophomore pitcher, who will be really good this season. So we're planning on splitting the time this year.
And it could be a lot of pressure too, because then you have to get up to bat too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have to get through this inning, then I also have to get up and hit and get on base. So
Yeah. Lindsay, as a catcher, tell us about stealing and what are the rules?
So stealing in softball is a little different than in baseball. So when you're on base as a runner, you can't leave until the ball is released from the pitcher's hands. So if you leave too soon while the pitcher still has the ball like up here, then you'll be called out. So there's not a lot of time left, but the base path is also much smaller than in baseball, so it kind of makes that a little bit more doable.
Okay. Lindsay and Maren, either you can answer this question. Both of you, actually. What are you looking for most this season? I know you want to make it back to the championship. Bringing up the younger players, being captains, camaraderie with the team. You know, what are you looking for most this season?
I think we're looking forward most to really just getting out there and starting to play. Like Maren had mentioned with the rain and the cold, and it's been a lot of gym time to start for like 3 weeks. So I think we're looking forward to just starting to play, having fun with one another, and just having a nice close team.
I don't want to put a damper on things, but looking at the weather forecast, you might be in the gym here and there for the next week or two.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Maren plus Lindsay, what are your plans after high school? Do you plan to include softball?
So I'm committed to play softball at Middlebury College for next year. I'm really excited to attend that college.
Awesome.
It's in Vermont, which is one of my favorite places. So those are really my plans, and I'm just excited to go.
Awesome.
My plans do not include softball. I'm going to UNH in the fall, and I'm
congrats.
majoring in pre-med.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Majoring in pre-med?
Yep.
Excellent. So we want to thank you both. I do have one question left, though. When is the first home game? Do we know?
April 17th.
April 17th.
For
We
now.
want everybody to get out and support this team. You go to the games, everybody's got their lounge chairs. They have their own area. It's like sitting on the lawn at a concert. You can sit anywhere you want, right? You can go to the first baseline. You can be in the outfield. You can move seats. Get out and support this team. And we want to thank the two captains this year for joining our show. And we'll see everybody next week. Kendall, what a great interview. These Wildcat interviews, they've been great. The viewership is up. Everybody's watching these. Everybody's excited about they are having the students, athletes on the show. And that's our last show before April break.
Yeah, that is.
But we have confirmed we're going to have girls lacrosse will be on after break.
Yep.
Girls tennis will be on after break.
And I'm sure we'll get some more teams.
We'll get. We're going to do all the teams all the way through June.
Yeah, we are.
And also we'll have some Patriots talk coming up. There's a lot to talk about there. But everybody's excited about Wildcat sports right now. The spring sports are in season here. So we thank everybody for watching our show, and we'll be back after April break. Thank you.
Bye.
A little rushed. I thought I was going to run out of ideas. I was going to get a blank in my mind, so I just kind of went with it.